All right, what about yours, Joe?
My topic.
Yeah.
Everything coming digital. It is how it sounds. Everything is becoming digital. No. There's a gas station where I live at. There's a gas station. This is what started everything. This was started my studying of everything coming digital and me being scared for the next 10 years. So there's a gas station, and now we all know you go in the gas station, you go talk to a cashier. Hey, I'm buying these chips sense. And I'm getting gas on pump, whatever. No, when I very first went to this gas station, I went in, and there's people there, there's a cashier and everything, and I put a bag of chips. I was handing her the chips to scan it. She's like, "Oh no, you just sit it on the counter." This counter had a sensor. It was a sensor on it, and there was a camera on top. So it was like, you got the counter, and then you got a camera pointing down. And when you put whatever item you're buying on this sensor, it pops up on the screen. You don't need this. You don't no barcode or nothing. You know how
the
self-checkout.
Gas station?
Gas station. You know how to self-checkout, you got to scan a barcode. You didn't have to do this. Literally, here's my bag of chips. Here's the sensor. Put it on there. Cool Ranch Doritos. Pop up on the little screen next to it. No barcode, nothing. And so I'm like, okay, that's a little strange. That was a little worrisome. That was very worrisome for me because I'm very big on human interaction. And she was like, "Are you getting fuel too?" I was like, "Yeah." And so she put in the fuel for me. I was like, "Okay, that calmed me down."
Right.
I go in maybe last month, 12 to 1 a.m., whatever, late at night, very late. I go in, and nobody's in there. It's one person behind the register. She's stocking shit up.
Okay.
I already know the ordeal, put the chips on the thing, whatever, cool. Get the chips.
You've been through it.
Yeah. Get the chips, put them on a sensor, and it popped up again. And I was getting gas at the time again, and it popped up, and it was like, I was waiting for her to be like, what are you getting gas? She didn't look at me once. What popped up on the screen was, would you like to buy fuel? And I was like, okay, add fuel with pump. 10. How much money? $20. Check out. Simple as that. Walked out. Didn't talk to this lady. Didn't talk to this cashier who was actually standing literally. Leon is the cashier. Obviously not this much distance. But yeah, Leon's the cashier. I'm me. I didn't talk to her. I didn't say a single word to the lady. She was sitting there stocking something up. Walk out. And I'm just like, you're telling me I just bought gas, chips, in under 2 minutes. I was not in that gas station for long without speaking to a single human being. And I was just like, what is going through her mind? Because if that shit's advancing that much, next year her ass is not going to be there. She's not going to have that job.
It's crazy. That's at a gas station?
At a gas station.
Because I've heard that Amazon is like, not Amazon, what was it? Amazon?
I think it is Amazon.
Amazon, yeah. Amazon is doing like this thing where like they're making superstores at places that is completely unstaffed. And you just grab whatever you want, and there's cameras everywhere, and it'll just charge you at your Amazon account. And if you are able, they're like, it's a challenge. If you're able to steal it, you're completely free to. Because like that'll give us more data to fix shit. Yeah. So if you go in there, you take something and you can actually leave without actually being charged, you're free to keep whatever the fuck you took. And that makes sense. That's Amazon. Okay, that's like a conglomerate. That's crazy. That's sure. The fact that you went to a gas station.
Gas fucking station.
If we put it on the local level, like that's crazy.
Didn't talk to her. Put the chips on. I put the chips face down with the barcode face down just to test it again, and it still popped the fuck up, man. That's insane to me. And then I was talking to another friend of mine about it, and she sent me a video of this McDonald's in Texas that's fully
automated. Yeah,
staffed by robots, fully.
I'm just saying if that forgets
McDonald's?
my napkins, yeah, McDonald's.
And it's so stupid. I feel like it's very stupid because McDonald's is already, I guess, minimum wage. I'm pretty sure they're still getting paid in Texas. I don't know for sure. But obviously, well, I don't know if this is for everybody, but $7.25 minimum wage, whatever. I feel like it's cheaper to pay human beings minimum wage than it is to get $1,000 robots and keep up with maintenance and make sure that, everything is running smooth. I feel like it's way cheaper. Even I know eventually people are going to ask for more, and that's the reason they made it fully automated. But it's still like, dude, you're telling me you're going to make a McDonald's fully automated with expensive ass robots rather than giving somebody
people more
$1 raise or something? Like, really? Come on now.
Damn.
That is insane. Man.
Because honestly, at this point, I want to agree with you, but the world is getting to a point where they're not letting them do really 720. Even the McDonald's over here.
Yeah.
Anymore. Don't like you. Ain't no way they making 725 no more, right? Because on the fucking sign, they're like up to 16 an hour.
They make 1546 going on.
Mm-hmm. So it's, I mean, wow.
Let me tell you something, bro. Okay, so I don't know how up to date you are with technological advances in the modern age, but I stay up to date with that all the time because of my. I get notifications from about Tokyo or Russia, basically on new advances, and you're saying it at a gas station. That's wild. That's just now happening in America, though. It's probably it's deep out of this country, bro. The fact that it's just now happening in America isn't that we couldn't do it before. They were trying to see whether or not they should, based off the fact of what America stands for and of itself. But then it was well, we can't be the greatest power in the world, but be behind
technologically.
Because we don't want to. Military-wise, we're ahead of everyone else, except for Russia in one fighter jet that they just came out with late last year in November. But we're already making that because we just made... Okay, I'm going to tell you something. This is kind of wild. They just made a bomb, right? That's more powerful than a nuke that doesn't have nuclear radiation inside of it at all. It's called a gravity bomb.
And I could be tripping, but I think I've heard what you're talking about.
And America's technological standpoint, they're trying to push everything towards warfare instead of
convenience,
instead of population use, due to the fact that they want to be ahead of the curve when it comes to when shit get real, and anything with the people. Well, you can just worry about other countries giving you that shit, right? Because everything is made in China.
I was just talking about that before you got here.
Literally
too.
talking about
shit's made in China. You can get shit from Japan. You can get shit shipped overseas over here in a matter of days to weeks, even sooner. Even you were just talking about Amazon having fully automated stores. They're getting in what? I think it's in 16, 17 states of the U.S. You don't get an Amazon package through a delivery guy. You get it through drone.
Yeah.
And they're trying to automate that with other mailing services. Even your just regular mail, they're trying to do that shit now. Okay. So 2050 is the turning point for the human civilization of America, Canada, and Japan. And it's been a thing since the early 2000s. I'm gonna tell you just a few things that's supposed to be happening in 2050. Number one, whether or not climate change is fixed or we're done. It's 2050, one on the dot. It's where it's fixed or it's done. There is no in between. Period. The second thing, you know how you three know, especially you growing up, whenever people were as a kid, you were oh, what was your favorite, what if you had a superpower, what would it be? And I always said immortality. Yeah, that's a thing in 2050. Facts. It's a thing, 100%. It's happening. They're literally going to reconstruct your cell structure and your blood structure in order for you to get younger. They've already done it on I think it's 746 test subjects that are 70 and 80, and they visibly look 24. They're and it's not even just in cosmetic look. It's in body too, bro. In literal body. Their bodies have been shifted back. Even though they look 20, so far their bodies have been shifted back 20 years. So their body structure is around 50. So as long as they don't do anything stupid to fuck that up, you're going to see 140-something year olds by the time of 2050 just on them alone as being test subjects, not even talking about people our age going forward. That's number 2. Number 3 is what was it? Mars. Okay, so it's the tech, because you're a big Elon Musk guy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
It's been stated that they want to, terraform Mars, make Mars livable.
Oh yeah.
They've came up with the way.
Absolutely.
They just haven't released it to the public.
Elon said that it's definitely going to happen within his lifetime. That he'd be able to get to Mars.
It's literal terraforming. What they're trying to do is, Elon has 2 plans. First, it's his own plan, which he doesn't release and that he's not releasing out to the public. That's his personal plan that he's trying to do in his lifetime. Mm-hmm. His second plan that he conversed with Russian scientists, Japanese scientists, American scientists, and not Chinese, North Korean scientists, was if he died and he's taken his plans with him to the grave, it's laser terraforming Mars, basically building 14 lasers outside in space, orbiting around Mars, and they're going to beam it until it gets to what the fuck they want.
Orbital terraforming?
Orbital terraforming, yes. You're going to blast it with lasers until it gets so hot that you can reconstruct it in the way that you want it to. It's, in theory, in the early 2000s, it was probable, but no one ever thought that it would actually be able to happen because we didn't think that we were having the technology for it. But high beam lasers is something that does exist now. It's mostly based off nuclear power forming. 2050 is going to be the most craziest standpoint for human technological advances, or it's going to be our doom. Period.
Orbital terraforming, it would be a major step forward. The only question, well, it's more of
if you're gonna ask how long it's going to take, none of us would be around. With the immortality.
The only thing is because the rate of progress with things like de-aging or trying to make it so our cell replication doesn't degrade us, is that it's a lifetime experiment. So the people that we're experimenting on now, those 80-year-olds that look like 24-year-olds, they will continuously be test subject until they die.
Yeah.
Right. And so even then we won't be able to, if no problems occur within those that are there, we still wouldn't be able to see it until they die, because it won't be released publicly.
Oh no, it's getting publicly sent out on 2050. It's getting sent out. It's going, bro.
Man, that's dangerous.
Yes, it is. It's extreme. But think about it financially. Financially, the modern people wouldn't be able to use it. No. Anybody rich though? Oh, bro, it's a wrap.
I especially don't like to imagine that all the fucking elites being able to live longer. Fuck that.
No, bro.
Oh, most deaf. They already got their wallets inside of this investment.
Oh, 100%.
100%. They got this shit in.
I wouldn't want to live forever, man.
Me neither.